July 2020 planetary transits for Capricorn and Capricorn rising. This is an equal house chart set up for 0 degrees Capricorn on the ascendant, Eastern Daylight Time, New York. We begin July 1st, 2020, with 2 retrograde planets in Capricorn in the first house sector. Jupiter at 24 degrees, conjunct Pluto at 24 degrees. The Sun is placed in the 7th house at 9 degrees of Cancer, with the planet Mercury at 9 degrees of Cancer retrograde. The planet Venus is at 5 degrees of Gemini in the 6th house. In the 2nd house, we have the planet Saturn at 0 degrees of Aquarius retrograde and re-entering Capricorn on July 1st and moving back into your 1st house. Mars is moving through the 4th house at 1 degree of Aries. Neptune is at 20 degrees Pisces retrograde in the 3rd house. The moon is in Scorpio at 17 degrees in the 11th house sector, and Uranus is in the 5th house at 9 degrees of Taurus. Overview. Transiting Mars square the Sun will occur for December 24th through January 1st, birthdays, over the first 2 weeks of July of 2020, and for January 2nd through January 9th birthdays for the last 2 weeks of July of 2020. Please try to channel this extra dose of energy and stamina constructively and not destructively. Put it into your work, exercise routine, or home renovations. Strive to be patient, think before you act, and do whatever is necessary to de-stress. Avoid making war, lashing out, or indulging in destructive actions against yourself or others. Please refer to my videos on the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction 2020 for Capricorn and Capricorn rising, uploaded in December 2019, as well as my video on the 6-month transit of Mars in Aries for Capricorn and Capricorn rising, if you have not already done so. January 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th birthdays have transiting Jupiter in Capricorn in conjunction to the Sun all month. A lucky vibration if you can avoid excesses. It requires temperance and moderation across the board to be positive. At the very least, it will set you free. January 14th and 15th have Pluto exactitude conjunct the Sun all month, and January 18th, 19th, and 20th have transiting Saturn in Capricorn conjunct the Sun all month. Hard work and self-discipline is required now for success on all levels. Please refer to my video on the Saturn-Pluto conjunction in hard aspect to the Sun, uploaded in August 2019 for details. January 10th, 11th, and 12th have transiting Neptune sextile the Sun, a romantic, creative, and spiritual energy. Please refer to my video on the Neptune effect on Venus, which is applicable. January 4th, 5th, 6th birthdays have transiting Neptune squared the sidereal Sun placement all of July of 2020. In other words, take care of you. Neptune rules infectious diseases and allergic reactions. Please avoid taking chances in public by not protecting yourself. This is not the time to lower your guard and risk catching something. On another level, Neptune rules drugs, alcohol, and nicotine. It's possible to have a negative reaction to these substances, even though it never happened in the past. Under Neptune, our bodies are unusually sensitive, especially to chemicals and food additives. Remember, you're the magician. These energies move through your consciousness, and from moment to moment, you are directing how these energies will manifest in 3D reality. It's your responsibility to be aware of how you're being impacted and then consciously manifest that energy in the most constructive and creative way possible. That is what a true magician does. The Darth Vaders out there who have been seduced by the destructive side of the Force are utilizing the same energies to dismantle creation and bring the collective consciousness down. Whatever path the soul chooses, one thing is certain: they will have to confront the karmic backlash of their actions. Keep in mind, karma has nothing to do with right or wrong. It is an impersonal knee-jerk reaction of the cosmos. Simply action, reaction, cause, and effect. On July 1st, Sun sextile Uranus between houses 7 and 5 could bring the opportunity to get together with partners or a romantic interest. Go out and have some fun. Also on July 1st, retrograde Saturn moves back into the sign of Capricorn and shifts into your first house sector. July 5th brings the full moon. 12:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 13 degrees of Capricorn in opposition to the Sun at 13 degrees of Cancer, spanning houses 1 and 7, highlighting the tension between personal desires and needs versus the needs of partners and your obligation to them. The planet Uranus at 10 degrees of Taurus is making a harmonious trine to this full moon in your first house and a sextile to the Sun in your seventh. An amicable and mutually beneficial outcome is likely. On July 8th, under Mercury square Mars between houses 7 and 4, control your tongue and temper, especially with regard to partners and family members. This energy is argumentative, mentally aggressive, and egocentric. Be careful of what you say and, more importantly, how you say it. Also, if you're feeling angry or frustrated, be careful of accidents, especially while driving. On July 12th, Sun trine Neptune between houses 7 and 3 is a romantic, creative, and spiritual vibration. Use this energy to communicate in a sensitive, compassionate manner and heal whatever tensions may have recently developed in your relationships. Also on July 12th, the planet Mercury turns direct motion at 5 degrees of Cancer in your 7th house sector. On July 14th, the Sun will make an opposition to the planet Jupiter between houses 7 and 1, a positive energy as long as you avoid going overboard, especially in your relationships, both business and personal. Arrogance and overconfidence in how you present yourself may be off-putting. Avoid stepping on anyone's toes today. The Sun opposed Pluto on July 15th is an aspect that warns against power struggles with partners. Pluto energies can seem very threatening to those around you, who will then react by trying to stop you. Obviously, not the way to win anyone over. Of course, you may experience this energy in projected form and draw in someone who is overstepping your boundaries. As an aspect of potential violence, stay away from volatile people and conditions. July 20th brings the new moon, 1:34 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 28 degrees of Cancer, 27 minutes in the 7th house, highlighting partnership concerns over the month ahead. This new moon is in opposition to the planet Saturn at 28 degrees of Capricorn, retrograde in your first house. Communication and mutual understanding may be challenging with partners, both business and personal, over the month ahead. Avoid feelings of depression, futility, and hopelessness. Saturn can warp your outlook to the point where you only see the negatives and none of the positives. Apply the antidote to Saturn, Jupiter's positivism and hope. On July 22nd, the Sun enters Leo and moves into your 8th house. Also on July 22nd, Mercury sextile Uranus between houses 7 and 5 could bring the opportunity to go out and do something totally different than usual for recreation. Expect to be stimulated and pleasantly surprised. Jupiter sextile Neptune on July 27th between houses 1 and 3 may bring an opportunity to learn about the spiritual dimensions of life on a deeper level, possibly through drawing in a spiritual teacher or guide. Also on July 27th, Venus square Neptune between houses 6 and 3 may indicate receiving sad news about a relative or a coworker. Mercury square Mars, occurring later in the day on July 27th, between houses 7 and 4, is frictional. Be careful how you communicate with partners and family members. July 30th brings Mercury opposed Jupiter and Mercury trine Neptune, positive, sensitive, and healing energies under which to mend any recent discord.